Many would say this is a political comeback like no other. It took one bruising campaign defeat and 6 weeks of exile, but today Rishi Sunak will officially become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. British assets in the pound jumped after news of Sunak's victory, raising hopes that his fiscal prudence and more technocratic style of governing would settle investors after the turbulence set off by Truss. Today is his first speech as Prime Minister. Remember, his coronation avoids the need for a divisive week-long battle for the leadership of the party, which some MPs had feared would tear it apart. In his address, he is expected to emphasise the need for the Tories to now come back together and tackle the huge problems the UK faces. Sunak will have to visit King Charles to be appointed as Prime Minister, which could happen as early as this evening. He may choose to wait to move into number 10 Downing Street though, given the short turnaround and the fact that Liz Truss has not yet moved out. The new leader of the country will then immediately get to work, appointing his new cabinet with some big decisions to be made. You see, he will have to decide which allies of Boris Johnson, Penny Mordaunt and Liz Truss he wants to elevate to his top team. He will also have to choose in particular whether to keep Jeremy Hunt in post as Chancellor, given market jitters facing the United Kingdom currently. On Wednesday, though, the new Premier will face his first Prime Minister's Questions showdown against Labour's Keir Starmer, which will be another landmark moment for him. He will then have to immediately get to work as Britain heads into the most uncertain winter in decades. His next big decision will be whether to press ahead with the fiscal statement, which has been penciled in for Halloween. But Sunak, a former Chancellor of the Exchequer, is expected to pull Britain back to more mainstream policies after Truss's failed experiment in trickle-down economics, which rattled financial markets and badly damaged Britain's fiscal reputation. He is also likely to offer a stark contrast to the flamboyant style and alleged erratic behaviour of Boris Johnson, who was his former boss. But Sunak will confront the gravest economic crisis in Britain in a generation, and he will have to do so at the helm of a badly fractured Conservative party. Healing the rifts in the party and leading the country through the economic crosswinds of the months to come is a challenge he will have to confront head-on.